Hello my brothers and sisters, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello and welcome. Please click that like Please click that like button, that subscribe button, and turn on the notification bell so you always know when I post a new upload. Let's get into this video. So today I am going to be cleaning my baby because it's absolutely filthy. As you saw in the last the last video, it got through some very wet, very deep wet roads, and basically it really needs a clean. So let me just show you. Look at her, she's filthy. Just look at her, absolutely filthy. I'll just get in here, into the frame. Look at that. Hence why I've got gloves. So I recommend getting some gloves online. You can get them from Thermal Fisher. Anywhere really that does like these mechanical gloves, etc. I was lucky, I purchased some from work a couple of years ago. Yeah, they went they moved all their business to Sweden, so they had a lot of stock here they couldn't take with them, so I bought them off them and it did well. So I highly recommend these. They're decent, they keep your hands warm as well, which is good, but it's just absolutely disgusting. Just look at it, filthy. So I'm going to be showing you guys how I clean my motorcycle, why I clean it this way, and products I use. So you've probably all heard of Muck-Off. So this is my favourite. As you can see, I've used quite a bit of it already. So Muck-Off is very good. It does a box load of things, degreases, and even greases. This one's my favourite one to use. It just gets everything off. So enjoy this video. So here I'm just going to give her a quick rinse off. It's always good to rinse off your motorbike before putting soapy water to it, just to prevent any scratches. So after spraying on the Muck-Off, I'm using a very soft sponge. It's a large sponge to start with, to put on some warm soapy water as well as the Muck-Off, just to get into all the main dirty parts and just really get off all that muck, because this bike was absolutely filthy. Starting off with a soft sponge will get off the larger clumps of dirt first. As it gets off the larger bits of dirt, that's when you can go in with the smaller sponge and really get into the crevices to really get the dirt off and make it nice and shiny. Do make sure that the sponges don't have any hard bristles on them, otherwise you will scratch the paintwork and the bike up, and we do not want that. Use this for the frame only to get off the really tough dirt. I like to clean my motorcycle down in stages, just so that it prevents it from drying. Then I go over with a soft cloth, and then it gets scratched. It just prevents any scratching, and plus I always make sure it gets a really good clean this way. So that's how I like cleaning my motorcycle, just in stages and breaking it down that way. So when rinsing with a hose, make sure it's on a very soft spray so that it doesn't cause any damage at all. I do like using a hose, it makes things go a lot quicker, otherwise I'll be out here for like 2 hours. So here I'm using the smaller sponge again, just to get into the really tight areas, mainly inside the frame where I showed you where it was really dirty, just so I can get all of that grime off really nicely. Took me a bit of a while here, as you can see, just really getting that grime off and just giving it a good clean, because God, it was disgusting in there. Here's a quick view of her soaking wet but lovely and clean, all squeaky clean and looking beautiful again. So now I've got to wait for it to dry till I can buff it up, so stay tuned. So here I've got a really old piece of rag just to clean off and dry off the main parts that are really wet just before I start buffing. I've got a microfibre towel. I really recommend these, they are super good at buffing out the forks, any silver parts, really buffs it up lovely, especially the mirrors, so I highly recommend a microcloth towel like this. Here she is, all shiny and buffed up. As you can see, it's just started to rain, hence why I'm rushing this. But oh, I'm so glad she's clean, and that's the main thing. And it's raining. Bye! So it's all undercover now, but usually right after I've let her dry, I've dried her down with an old cloth, I usually buff with some AUTOSOL just to get some on the forks if you get any rust it could fail the MOT. So I usually use the AUTOSOL to keep the rust off, clean it up nice and shiny. So unfortunately I'm sorry that that was really rushed, because the heavens have opened, it's starting to rain. She's undercover, as you can see. She's undercover, she's still a little bit wet, but hey, she's clean and that's the main thing. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!